The facade of the Metropolitan Museum of Art was designed by Richard Morris Hunt and Charles Follen McKim for the firm McKim, Mead and White. Hunt was responsible for the central building construction for which began in 1898. The sculptor Carl Bider was chosen to create the medallion portraits of 6 artists: Bramante, Michelangelo, Raphael, Dior, Rembrandt, and Velázquez. The adorn of the spandrels of the arches, as well as the 4 carvantes representing painting, sculpture, architecture, and music. The keystones of the 3 arches were inspired by the head of Minerva of Vitrelli. The line gargoyles placed at the intervals along the cornice are copied from classic models. Hunt gained mastery of the Beaux style because of his tutelage at the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris. As such, his references to traditional and classical forms is apparent. For example, the 4 pediment niches overflowing with flowers, elegant colonnades, and the domes. The overall design of the building was a grand success, and the facade hailed its inauguration in 1902 by the London newspaper as the most monumental example of architecture in America, and by a prominent architect as the best classical building in the country. Hunt also designed the Roosevelt building in the style of the Beaux-Arts. Now a Topman department store, was once a factory used by the Roosevelt Hospital. In this building, Hunt uses a technique unique to the Beaux-Arts. He designed 3 column types to be casted in the facade. Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian columns were used. Because of this, he was able to have enormous windows on the facade. Another aspect of the design is the iron filigree on the facade. It's quite unique in the fact that it's taken from the train stations here in the city. Overall, Richard Morris Hunt was an extremely successful architect that went on to influence the younger generation. A few of them even started their own architecture programs at MIT and at Columbia. Another very monumental building here in the city is the New York Public Library, established in 1895. Designed by Carrera and Hastings, the monumental building is constructed from white Dorset marble. Its front facade features a grand entrance with a wide staircase leading to 3 arches. They are flanked by double Corinthian columns that support a frieze decorated with 6 large statues. The statues, sculpted by Paul Weiland Bronnett, represent philosophy, romance, religion, poetry, drama, and history. The entrance is guarded by 2 majestic lions entitled Patience and Fortitude. Both lion statues are created by Edward Clark Potter. Niches in the facade along Fifth Avenue are decorated with fountain statues, the work of Frederick MacMonnies. The interior is just as grand as the exterior. The vaulted marble Astor Hall and the main reading room are particularly impressive. The latter has a beautiful paneled ceiling with a series of chandeliers. Natural light enters through large arched windows. Another highlight is the DeWitt Wallace periodical room, which is embellished with murals created by Richard Haas that depict New York landmarks. Many hallways inside the library are decorated with allegorical ceiling paintings. Overall, the cumulative product of centuries of architecture are what define Beaux-Arts. That, in tandem with the influence of the United States, make this a unique blend of styles. By applying French, Italian Baroque, and Rococo, architects are able to embody an approach to a regenerated spirit with centuries of tradition.